What is going on YouTube? AVI Back with Another video, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing this 2024 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. And a little bit of background on this, we rented out this car. No, it's not ours. We rented it to go on a trip all the way down to South Carolina, and now we're back in Connecticut, ready to drop it off to do a little review of our trip and basically how the car went. So we drove a total of about 1,600 miles just going back and forth. So just in that time, about like 12 hours driving. And in just about that time, I think I got to know the car a little bit. So I think my review and experience will be a good one. So let's get started. So since we like performance on the AVI channel, let's start off in the engine bay. Under here, we got a 3-liter V6. It's a hybrid, it's got a motor, it's got a battery. And surprisingly, it does have a V6. I thought personally, just driving it, it would have a turbo 4-cylinder, but nope, naturally aspirated V6. It makes 260 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. This looks sort of familiar to what my dad owns. He owns a 2012 Chrysler Town & Country, which is essentially the Pacifica is the upgraded version of. So I have a lot of experience just being in that as a passenger, and now having this little facelift of a Pacifica, just a little updated version for me. So powertrain was really smooth driving up. It does start on electric mode first, and then that's when you get up to speed, the gas power does kick in. I do gotta say, it is a very smooth and linear transition. It's you don't even feel the gas engine kicking in. And another thing is too, charging. There is charging. It is a plug-in hybrid if you'd like. The electric range capacity is 32 miles. It's very minimal. If you can come on over, here's the where you plug it in. You just tap it and it pushes open. There's your I'm not sure what kind of input that is, but that's a charger. I was trying to charge it on the trip. I went to a Mercedes charger. That didn't seem to work. It looks like I might need an adapter. And I also went to Tesla. It almost seemed like that would work because it had almost like a small nozzle, kind of like this one, but that didn't work. So in the trunk, there is a little plug-in kit that you can use, and it just plugs into a regular household outlet. I wish I could show that for you guys, but I have nowhere to plug it in, so that's all right. But yeah, this car is in black. It's a nice color. It fits any occasion. It does have some nice chrome bits. I do like the gloss black on the grille and the Chrysler badge, which is sadly, you know, I mean, Chrysler's only pumping out Pacificas now. They're really not making anything else. Chrysler 300 is already away, so this is what's left. Headlights are nice. They do have a DRL, which I'll show now. It's like a nice C-light DRL, and they're all LEDs. And while we're here, might as well talk about the key fob. It is updated, has a nice Chrysler badge. Lock, unlock, ×2 for the trunk, remote start, and you can control your doors, opening the driver's side and passenger side doors, plus your panic button. Locking it makes a beep sound, which is nice feedback. You do get Yokohama tires stock, I believe. Let's see, the size, 235, 65 ratio, and 17-inch diameter tires. Yeah, they worked out pretty good. Front wheel drive only. You do have paint match side mirror caps with LED turn signals. Nice chrome all around the car. It's nice continuous flow. Gas cap there is an electronic button release in the driver's side. I'll show you guys right now. I just open it up, and it is located right in this kind of cubby. You press it and there is a little delay. Now it opens. I just use the cheapest gas there is. It is capless, so that's convenient. And I believe it does have a 15-gallon capacity just from filling it up from all the way low to top. Here's this. Let's see, the tire on the rear should be the same. 235s, 65 and 17-inch wheels. do have a nice side light that's incorporated nice in the bumper. And as we get back here, you do have a nice continuous tail light. Let's see how it works. Yep, it's nice and continuous, kind of like the Chargers, the old Chargers, not anymore. Pacifica badge, and you got your E hybrid badge, which is nice. Rear windshield wiper, third brake light up here, and you do have rear parking sensors on your bumper. Another chrome trim and some red markers on the back. To open this, you can press twice on the key fob or just hit that button on the back. Back here we do have the third row facing down. Actually a lot of room. They did update the stow and go feature for the back side, so it's just nice and simple. Turn like that, a little bit noisy, but there we go. And that's about how much leg space you got back here. Headrest fold up, and you do get nice storage cubbies, cup holders, nice LED lighting, plus rear climate back there, and then deep storage here with the seats folded up. And I might as well show you guys what's behind here. So you do have your charging kit in here, the e-hybrid logo, and this is what I mean by your household charging. So you do get your household prongs to plug it in, and then it fits in just like you would. You just press that button, push it in. I'm assuming, I'm not really into like electric cars, but I'm assuming if you wanted to work at like the charging stations out there, you would probably buy an adapter. That's my guess. But you only have 32 miles of range, so it's not like, you know, it's anything significant. What I do got to note though, we did leave the car idling for a little bit, and the car does charge the battery itself using its own gas engine. We did get it up to 16 miles, which was pretty nice. And the car does like to start in electric mode. There's no way of just saving that for later and just using gas. Like it just uses the electric mode first, and that's it. So you just kind of use that up first. Back here is a tire inflator kit. I did not use this, but it looks like someone did. Nice little storage compartment. And I'll put this back. You do have a button here to close the trunk, or you can use your key fob. I'll go ahead and close it. Coming in around here, you do have buttons to, I assume, open up. You can also open up by lifting up the handle. You can lock the door by pressing the front button here on the front side. But yeah, you do have lots of space back here. A nice little handle to climb in. You do have captain's chairs and climate control, which is not in the center roof like it used to be in the Town and Country that my dad has. It's just plain, no panoramic sunroof, nothing like that, just your air vents. Here, let me take this so I can show the climate controls. So now they're on the passenger side. They're right up here. Different fan direction, temperature, fan speed, on, off. Yeah, so it's all integrated in here in this little screen. We used to have it up in the center console up there, but they basically hid that away. Now let's see. Also in my Town and Country, there used to be a little power control here, but no more. We used to have a household power outlet, some aux cords, things like that, but not anymore. There's not even a household power outlet in this car. And just because you do have a hybrid battery hiding in there, you're not able to have the stow and go function. But let's see, I'll show you guys how far it folds. That's basically it. It's not able to come up. Here, I'll try it like this. I'm gonna try to fold it up, but it doesn't look like it wants to. So you do lose a little bit of space in the rear that way. I wish it did at least fold up out of the way, but it doesn't. But what is nice though, you do have cargo nets for storage, and you do have a USB-C, USB-A for charging on each of your back seats, so that's nice and convenient. Let's go ahead and finish up in the interior where the driver passenger would be. So upon entering the door here, you do have a lot of nice touch materials and a lot of storage. I wouldn't say any of these are really usable storage, but they're there. I mean, you can use this for a bottle, your coins, an umbrella maybe, but you also do have this nice little umbrella holder here too, with the umbrella symbol and the sunshine and the clouds and the happy smile face. You do have your electric assist for your seat here, lumbar support, all electric there. Passenger seat is not electric, to note. Your pedals look basic here, dead pedal, at least you have some rubber, and you think this might be a home power source, but it's just a 12 volt. Yeah, one of those. You do have nice storage on the center consoles, something for at least some garbage or your purse. Cup holders, I wish there was more cup holders up in the front. These are the two you get up here. You do have some storage in here. You just control with this, and you do have to press this down to bring that back. Some storage there for your phone, and this storage compartment is like basically not usable. I don't know why they have it here, but you do have some nice charging USB-A's, 2 of them, and 2 USB-C's. This, you have a little coin slot holder and just more storage for some things. All right, so getting on in here, you sit reasonably high. I do like when you do start the car, it's just all electric. The seat should have moved me up a little bit, but it didn't that time because I do have it all the way back. Let's see. You have a lot of information in your gauge cluster here. Speedo. Let's see, vehicle info. You have your tire pressure, coolant temperature, oil temp, oil pressure, oil life, want to change your oil, battery voltage, and just how long the car has been idling, and for the total amount. All pretty good info. Surprising to have that info here on a minivan. Your driver assist, all your hybrid info. Right now we do have just 0 miles of electric range, but we do have some gas range. And the way this is set up, it's weird because you don't actually have a speedometer that is analog or an RPM. So here you have your power and charging for the battery, and on the right side it's just your fuel gauge, which is pretty interesting. I didn't know we'd come to a day where we don't have an analog speedo, and then plus no RPM gauge. But on the steering wheel, got a nice horn. Cruise control, you can use your adaptive cruise control here and then just regular cruise control here, which is a little weird. Just your settings to go through. The infotainment system, I do like how it is a little integrated towards the driver's side. This you get used to. Some people say you're gonna probably change this into another gear while driving, but you can't, or like thinking you're gonna increase the volume, but it's pretty easy. What is weird though is that this is your volume knob, but this also says it's your volume knob, but it's actually your tuning knob. So that was just a little funny to see. Climate control, it's 3-zone, driver, passenger, and rear. You're able to control that all in the settings here, rear, front, and you can sync it all. This does have built-in navigation, which is nice, and it does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, electric parking brake, and yeah, that's pretty it for the interior. We can check out the glove compartment. It does light up at night, and it's pretty basic storage. Up here, you can see here, you open this up and that just shows all your passengers in the back. Open this up, your sunglass holder, and you have more controls to control lights and your trunk, doors, things like that. Visors, there's a mirror that lights up. And down here you have your lights to control your interior, dimming lights, things like that. Always keep it on auto. And yeah, let's end the video. All right, so some final remarks. Would I get this vehicle? Personally, for me, I do like the concept of the hybrid and just driving along and hitting a rest area and just leaving the car on just in battery mode. I do like that concept, but would I get a Chrysler Pacifica? Most likely not, just because it does make some weird noises when the battery engages. It kind of sounds like it's struggling to like have the motors like kick in and stuff. So longevity wise, I don't know how that's gonna last. This car also does have 28,000 miles, so it doesn't sound like a good start, kind of like, you know, for a beginner. But also let me know if that's like a normal sound, if that's like normal for EVs to sound like that. Also, driving down to South Carolina, my hands were on the wheel, but it would warn me that my hands weren't on the wheel and I need to stay in the lane. But so that was kind of annoying. And the sound, like the chime it makes to warn you about it, is super loud and annoying. So it did that about 6 times going, but actually coming back up, it didn't do it at all. So maybe it's just something you got to get used to. But yeah, I do wish this car, at least you could like switch it over from EV to engine, but sadly you cannot. This will just drain all your electric mileage from the beginning. So all in all, I probably wouldn't get this version of a hybrid. If anything, I'd get another type of hybrid. Probably not this one, just because Chrysler is just being discontinued. But hopefully this review works. Hopefully it helped you guys in the purchasing aspect of it. And thank you guys for liking and subscribing. And just like that, AVI out.